Hey everybody, Dave Nassie here at Next Level Guitar. How you doing? We're going to have a really fun Inspired By lesson today. We're going to work in the key of E major. We're going to do a little bit of chicken picking, and we're going to use some hybrid picking with our right hand, and we're going to have a good time. So let's dive right on in. Hey everybody, I gotta say it. Below in that YouTube text box you see a great link. I want you to click on that link. What do you get when you click on it? You get a free video that's not available on YouTube, and it comes with a coinciding ebook that's got all these great scales and chord diagrams and everything that you need to know. And all you got to do is just click on that link that you see there, and you get it all for free. Some of the licks that you saw me do at the top of the video are involving everything in the key of E major, and we do use some of the minor pentatonic scales. So really quick, let me just identify some of these scale shapes so that way you're familiar with them as we go through the lesson. So the first thing that I'm going to outline is your E minor pentatonic in its open position. And then we're going to actually look at the E major scale in the open position. Kind of a different way to do that, you know, starting with an open string, of course. I'll play it a little slower. Definitely use a little bit of the second form of our minor pentatonic. I'm going to play that one as well. Alright, there we go. The first thing that I want to talk about is a way that we can incorporate some of these open string patterns here in this first position. And I want to start with a pattern that looks like this. And it's got a really nice slapped kind of a feel. So what I'm doing is I'm going to pick the low string, I'm going to hammer right away from G to G sharp, and I'm going to pluck my B. And after I pluck my B, I'm going to pull to an A string, but then I'm going to go back and I'm going to pick my G sharp really quick. Now this general idea is going to carry through this position. When I go to the next string, I'm actually going to pluck my A string with my middle finger. I'm going to pick as we continue through this scale. I'll show you what the left hand's doing in one moment just to show you the right here. When I finish, I'm going to go right away with another plucked string. Right there, that's what I'm trying to point out there. And from there, I can take it and maybe go down to my major third. Kind of resolve it. If I really palm mute it, it sounds pretty cool. If you're familiar with blues playing in the open position with your minor pentatonic, any of those licks that you play, if I pull on that F sharp to a G, it kind of resolves it to sound a little country. So if you're getting started, those are ways to kind of, you know, get the feel of that right away. And that lick that I did there, that's a fun phrase in itself. And I can maybe go, pluck the E string after. But all of that really resolves well with some of those pulled notes there. And when I throw this guy in the mix, kind of sounds, you know, a little bit more of that country feel that we're looking for. I can even go like this, get a little roll in there. So let me explain a little bit of that, because that's always really helpful to practice too when you're in E. So I pick with my G string, and then I'm going to use my middle finger on B and my third finger on the high E string. And I'm just going to go at a comfortable pace. Now that's a good way to practice the roll, and all you got to do is play anything in the key of E major. And if I take my basic E major scale, in that spot, I can pick the D and then roll the B to the E. So anything that happens on this string, I'm going to still roll the same as that happens on the third string. So if I'm going... I'm just sticking to the key of E. So that helped my right hand get nice and loose when I was working on some of those techniques. Another really good lick to play. So what I'm doing is I'm going to start here and I'm going to outline these intervals. And I'm going to I'm going to pluck this first note here with my index finger. And then I'm going to pick my F sharp and pluck my high E string. Figaro. Right there. So I have... When I pick my D here and I pull down to my C sharp, I'm going to hit my B string open. Then I'm going to pick right there on my A, and I'm going to pluck my G string. I'm going to go to my major third, and then I'm going to put that E in there to resolve it. So I have... I like that lick a lot because it's got a nice kind of falling down effect. You can add anything at the end of that. You know, some of the ones that we did there from the beginning.